Yeah, you see the title down below, folks. It basically states the obvious, and that is how I would fix the NCAA basketball's first four. How I would fix the NCAA basketball's first four. And if you don't know what the first four is, it's something that's come into the, it's something that's basically become part of the NCAA basketball tournament in the past few years. You know, originally, when they started doing this concept, it was more like mainly they had like one or two play-in games, and that was it, but mostly one. But now, they've decided to expand it by four and allow four other teams to battle it out in Dayton, Ohio, for a chance to see who advances into the field of 64. Now already, we've already had two games in the field of 64 end as we speak. Because right now it's about 12:02 Pacific time, 12:02 p.m. Pacific time, and we've already had Michigan State beat Valparaiso, and we've already had Butler beat Bucknell. But here's the thing to me. You know, I can understand, you know, giving basically 8 different schools one last opportunity to make it into the field of 64 by having them play these first round games, thus allowing them to feel like, hey, we're part of the tournament now, which they are technically. They are part of the tournament. But to me, I think what they need to do to fix this is, you know, the concept they have right now, the way they have it filled out right now, is you have two 16-seeded teams battling. You have two teams battling out for the 16th seed in the field of 64. You have two teams battling out for the 11th seed in the field of 64. You have 4 teams battling out for the 16th seed in the field of 64. You have 2 teams battling out for the 13th seed in the field of 64, and you have 2 teams battling out for the 11th seed in the field of 64. Well, the way I would fix this, and I'm sure a lot of you may agree with this, it may not, I would take those 2 11 seeds, those 2 other games, the 11th seed and the 13th seed deal, and I would make them 16 seeds. I would technically make that first 4 series, that first round, if you will, a first 4 of teams battling it out for the 16th seed. Because to me, if you're above 16, you should automatically be in the field of 64. I'm not lying. You should automatically be in the field of 64. Alright? You shouldn't have to worry about battling or playing for an opportunity to be the 13th seed or the 11th seed or the 12th seed. No, you should automatically already be in there if you're being seated above that. You should automatically be in there. To me, if you're described as a 16th seed, to me, you should earn that right with your first round game. Technically, just add 2 more 16 seeds to this thing, or 2 more games, or 4 other teams battle it out for a 16th seed, and there you go. I mean, I understand that by having these first 4 games, the first round in that kind of area, you're allowing teams that normally wouldn't make it past the second round, formerly when it was the first round in the field of 64, 65. You know, normally they wouldn't go past, they wouldn't get a victory, and in this sense, you're giving them that opportunity. But to me, folks, I think, it's just my honest opinion, but I think it would be best if they reconfigure it to where it's just teams battling it out to play the number 1 team. It makes more sense, hence in my opinion. Yes, I know people will say, well, Brian, it doesn't really make it seem fair, seeing as though it shows favoritism. Yes, it may not seem fair, but let me ask you this. how far has a lot of the number 1 teams gone after they beat the 16th seed and they've lost in the second round or the Sweet 16? How many times has that happened? Plenty, if you ask me. And there's an old saying, never underestimate your opponent. So to me, I can understand why they have it right now, so that because it makes it look like a balancing out. But honestly, it doesn't matter how you reconfigure it or how you look at it. To me, I think it's best if they would just allow the 16 seeds, the 16 slots in the field of 64 to be the ones to be played for, to be fought for. So in other words, allow teams that, like, let's say automatically you had, right off the bat, you had Western Kentucky, Southern U, who else? Yeah, Western Kentucky, Southern U. You should have them play in a first round game to earn those 16 spots. Because like I said, if you're above 16, you should automatically be in. So, my personal opinion, the way I would fix the first 4 in this NCAA basketball tournament, make the first 8 teams play for a 16th, for the automatic for that 16th seed in the field of 64. That's what you should do. Instead of just saying, okay, here's 2 teams playing it out for the 11th seed, 2 teams playing it out for the 12th seed or the 13th seed. No, it should be all about trying to get that 16th seed in all the regions. I know it sounds like it may not be fair, but you know what? It's fair enough. Because you're still giving a team that's going to get that 16th seed, you're still giving them an NCAA basketball tournament win. Yeah, I mean, sure you might say, oh, well, all they're playing for is to become the lambs to the slaughter. That might be true, but again, there's an old saying, never underestimate your opponent. So anyway, that's the way I look at it. That's how I would fix it. Let me know if you guys agree or not. Do you agree it should be that the 8 teams should be battling it out for all 4 16 seed spots? Or do you think it's good the way it is? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below, and I'll talk to you later.